We're going to be continuing absolute value inequalities in this part 3. I've got the absolute value of 2x plus 1 is greater than or equal to negative 2. So we have great or, so we're going to use the word or, and I'm going to separate it into my two separate inequalities. So 2x plus 1 is greater than or equal to negative 2, or 2x plus 1 is less than or equal to 2. So I flip the sign, flip the inequality sign, and I change this sign. All right, so now we're going to solve it both ways. So you're going to subtract the 1 on both sides. So I've got 2x is greater than or equal to negative 3. Divide by 2. And I get x is greater than or equal to negative 3 over 2. On this side, I'm going to do the same thing. So subtract 1 from both sides. And I get 2x is less than or equal to 1. Just 2 minus 1 is 1. And divide by 2. So I get x is less than or equal to 1/2. All right, so what we see when we look at this on a number line, we're going to put them in order from least to greatest. So I've got negative 3 over 2 here and positive 1/2 here. And both circles are going to be solid because it says or equal to. So you're going to have both solid circles because of the sign. All right, so here's where it gets tricky. It says x is greater than or equal to negative 3 over 2. So you would shade in everything over here. But then this one says x is less than or equal to 1/2. So you would shade everything this way. What ends up happening is that your entire number line is shaded. So the answer to this problem is really all real numbers. That is the answer. You would not list the answer as x is greater than or equal to negative 3 over 2 and x is less than or equal to 1/2. Because we're using the word or and not and, it has to be the entire number line. This is the last problem for this section. All right, write an absolute value inequality from the graph below. So they're going to give you a picture of a graph, an inequality, and from an absolute value inequality. This is supposed to be an open circle on 1 and an open circle on 5, and everything in between it is shaded. That's all they give you. All right, so what you do is you look for the number in the center of both of those. So the number in the center of 1 and 5 is obviously 3. Okay, so we're going to put the center number. So here's what we're going to do. We always start out with x minus whatever the center number is. Okay, and this one is going to be less than because we're shading in the center. If it was on the outsides, it would be greater. So less than is in the middle, greater is on the outsides. Okay, it's not or equal to because these circles are open. And then what the number that goes over here is the distance away from the middle. The distance from center to endpoint. Okay, so what is our center number in this? Again, we said it was 3, so x minus 3 is less than, how far is it from the center point to the end point? From 3 to 5, it's 2, and from 3 to 1, it's 2. So this is going to be our final answer.